What is up, PC superstars, and how are you all doing? I'm hoping you guys are going to have, or are actually already having, an exceptional day and night. And this is going to be a guide and card review for the class challenge for the Shaman class, and it is against Magic Mirror, which I think definitely took the best encounter in terms of the wing. It had the funnest and most entertaining encounter out of every single boss that we faced, but that is just solely my opinion. You guys can paste or type down your opinion in the comment section below, but let's get right into it. So first of all, you have to realize that his hero power is going to duplicate any minion that you summon out, so you really want to go out and summon or get all the early minions possible. So we're going to keep Murloc, Tiny Finn. We actually were trying to get Young Dragonhawk as well, because there is a little combo that actually occurs whenever you do have Young Dragonhawk, because I think what Blizzard is trying to do, or what they expected to happen when you play this certain, I want to say when you play this certain boss, is that they want you to use Young Dragonhawk and Flame Tongue Totem as well as Rockbiter Weapon to basically combine them to do an enormous amount of damage with Wind Fury. And if you do get the combination, then it turns out to be honestly one of the funnest probably adventures or bosses to face, because you're gonna be doing an enormous amount of damage without a problem. Now we were lucky and we got the weapon, and we're just saving the weapon up just in case he summons out the sorcerer. And as soon as he summons out the sorcerer, then we're gonna be able to kill it without a problem. Hopefully arcane missiles don't go his way, and they completely did not go his way, and he's pretty much gotten rid of most of the important spells that would be able to remove our minions. And there you guys can see the Flame Tongue Totem that I'm talking to you guys about. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drop one right here and summon out a totem. Now what you don't want to do, guys, and it's a misplay that I have done before, so that is why I'm telling you guys this, is you don't want to Earth Shock the 1/1. Never do that, because you will restore it back to its original statistics. And I did it, I wasn't thinking right, I guess I was too sleepy, and it went from basically being a 1/1 Sorcerer's Apprentice to becoming 3/2, and since Earth Shock does 1 damage, it went back to being a 3/1 instead of dying basically. So here what we want to do is we want to get rid of this guy. So the best way to get rid of him, I think that it is acceptable to actually take 5 damage right here. I really don't see it as a biggie. We could also use the portal, which really has no effect on us, but it summons out an extra minion for us. So let's just use it, see what happens, and we get a Buccaneer, which would have been awesome if we would have actually gotten him a little bit later on in the game. So let's just summon out another totem, and I'm pretty sure that by next turn we will most likely have lethal. And whenever you have spell damage, it actually has +2 attack. Wow, I had not actually read the card like that, and this is the only reason why this is so important right now. I mean, guys, you are about to see it in action, plus see this card in action, which just fills your board up with like basically totems. And I don't even think we'll get the 1/1 from it, because wow, that's probably gonna do 4 damage. And as you guys can see right there, we're basically the spell damage Shaman right now. As what are the coincidences, or however you say that word, I don't even know right now, but what are the coincidences, I want to say that's how you say it, that you would get all spell damage totems. With that, we end this, and that's pretty much, in my opinion, how you beat this the easiest way possible. We're actually gonna Rockbiter ourselves and go ahead and attack for the finishing blow. And then after this, we're gonna do a card review on the card that the Shaman got. So let's get right into that without further ado. Alright, so looking at this card, it deals 1 damage to all enemy minions, and it summons a random 1-cost minion, and it costs 2 mana. Do I think it will be used or have any impact in standard? No. Out of 10, I give this card a 2 out of 10. The reason for that is, 1, it costs 2 mana. 2, it only deals 1 damage to all enemy minions, and all it really does for you is summon a 1 cost minion, and most of them are not going to be effective at any point in the game anyways. This is probably just a counter to the Divine Shield Paladin, but if most of the minions have Divine Shield already, then you're really not doing much. Reason why this is not effective as well is because the Shaman class already has Lightning Storm. They already have Elemental Destruction. Lightning Storm just costs 1 mana more, and it has much more damage than this. Yes, it overloads you, but compared to only dealing 1 damage, having the ability to deal 2 to 3 is much greater and has a much greater impact on the board than this right here. And yes, you might say, well, it summons a random 1 cost minion. That could be cool depending on the minion that you get. Like, let's say you get the Wind Fury 3-1 that the Shaman class has, then yeah, that is awesome, because if your opponent does not manage to actually have a spell to remove it or a minion on the board to remove it, you basically get 6 attack towards their face, and even more if you are able to combo it with Rock Biter or Flame Tongue Totem. But that is only if you actually get that minion, which the chances are very low. There are not too many 1 cost minions that are able to even have an impact on the game overall. So in my opinion, I don't think this card will have any effect on standard overall. I don't think it will be used, and that is clearly my opinion. If later on there's a deck or someone uses it and is pretty successful with it, then kudos to them, and they proved me wrong, and there is no hate, no harm done. But in my opinion, I don't think that this card will have any impact on standard. On arena, maybe, but I highly doubt it as well. The fact that it only does deal 1 damage is definitely the deal breaker. If it would have dealt 2 damage, then that would have been a little bit different, but then it would have been like a consecration and everybody would have screamed that it was too overpowered, and I would have completely understood it. With spell damage, if you have a spell damage totem or spell damage in general, then yes, it becomes stronger, but that is only if you do have those, and the chances of you having it at the same time as you have this spell is very slim. So in my opinion, at the end of the day, I give it a 2 out of 10 on having any sort of impact. I do not think it will be played in standard. I highly doubt it will be picked in arena unless the other 2 cards are way worse than this. And that is the end of this episode. Maelstrom Porter, no impact in my opinion. 2 out of 10. And with that, we end today's episode of the Little Class Challenge and the card review. Now, as I said in the previous episode, I have been thinking about actually doing the wing review and reviewing every, I want to say, card that came out from the wing, and I'm very interested in giving out my opinion and seeing what you guys think about my opinion, or what you guys think about the cards as well, because it will better me as a player, and it will also give us something to chat about and be able to communicate about. So yes, I am planning on doing a card review, and that will most likely drop tomorrow, and after that we will get back into arena standard, and then as soon as that Tuesday hits, or whenever the next wing is going to be dropped, then we're going to get back into doing the whole wing that same day and uploading the whole wing that same day. And then the day after we'll obviously upload the Tavern Brawl if it is according to time. If the Tavern Brawl is going to be released the same date, then we're going to be uploading the Tavern Brawl the next day. Then we do the class challenges with the card review, and then we do the wing cards review at the end, and then after that we do standard and arena, and we're basically gonna have this little type of schedule until the full Karazhan is released, and then after that we're pretty much gonna be done, and we're gonna go into a different sort of schedule where I will be planning on bringing you guys more of a variety of games and gameplay. So I might start playing some World of Warcraft, might start playing some Heroes of the Storm, could also be thinking about playing Minecraft or any PC games. If you guys have any suggestions on games to play, make sure you guys comment that down below. But as always guys, if you like the video and like the content, make sure you guys thumbs up this video. If you haven't joined the PC Superstars already, make sure you do by hitting that subscribe button. And as always, have a great day and night. Stay positive, keep on grinding, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out, PC Superstars.